Hello, everybody. My name is Henry, also known as Grunk Bricks, and welcome back, everybody, to the Lego set reviews. It's been about 6 months since we have done a review, and we are back. In this review, we are going to be checking out 75373 Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. It has 109 pieces, 4 great-looking minifigures. I am super excited to get in this review, and let's get into it. So let's start off with the 2 Imperial Commandos that you'll get with this set, and boy do I think they look great. I know there is some discourse around the Star Wars community regarding the visor printing and how it doesn't look too good or too accurate compared to what the source material is, but I really think it looks great. I think the helmet itself is the shining light in these figures because it's a super neat dual molded minifigure headpiece helmet, and I think it looks absolutely incredible, along with the jetpack detail on the back side, as well as back printing on the back of the torso, which is totally unnecessary, but an awesome touch nonetheless. And I think these figures look super detailed and very well done. I think for a lot of people in this battle pack with the standard $20, it's like, oh, okay, you're getting a couple, different figs with regards to the Mandalorian Night Owl as well as the Mandalorian Warrior, but you got these 2 commando droids which look absolutely incredible. Next, we have the Mandalorian Night Owl, which there isn't too much differentiation between the Mandalorian Warrior, aside from a couple small details that I will point out. First off is the helmet, which looks different, as well as the torso design, which, again, is just, there's some few minor differences from the source material, although all in all, I think it looks pretty solid. Now, something to note for these figures is they come with these unique new blasters. I think I usually just refer to them as like the Jango Fett blasters. I don't know, but interesting nonetheless. And I think these figures looks absolutely incredible. I can't speak. I'm so excited because I think what's really underrated about this figure in particular is the blue hands. Something that a lot of people don't really care for are the hands for minifigures, but I think a differentiation in color is so awesome, especially for this minifigure. It looks so sharp on that navy torso. And last but certainly not least, we have the Mandalorian Warrior. As I mentioned, there isn't too much differentiation between this figure and the Mandalorian Night Owl, although really kind of there is. I'm contradicting myself, but everything is different with these 2 figures when you think about it. It doesn't look like it at all, but the leg, all the way down from the leg printing to the torso printing to the helmet printing is different, which is something rather interesting. It looks very similar. The one difference that you can really point out, in my opinion, is the hands. They are that dark bluish gray hands. This definitely is the weakest of all the figures that you get in the set, but I think it's still, let's say this. If this is the weakest figure in this set, then we are looking pretty good. One thing I want to note real quick is all of these minifigures do not come with a printed head. They are all just the old school Lego black heads, just plain black. So pretty interesting. It kind of feels like a bit of a throwback back from my childhood, where you just get a bunch of, clone troopers and they're just plain black heads. I don't know, or stormtroopers and just plain black heads. So pretty neat. And honestly, I'm not complaining because I will never display these figures without their helmets. Now let's talk about the build, and within and of itself, without the minifigures populating and displaying them, it looks pretty sparse. But that being said, I think this is really a solid battle pack build in my opinion, and maybe one of the best battle pack builds because you can do a lot of things with it. It has this play feature right here where you can put a commando, Imperial, commando guy on there, and he can fly around and shoot at the the Mandalorians, the Night Owls, and the Warriors, and the Warrior as they just flies with the jetpack. And you can also have the commandos, just putting like the bombs and then shooting the blasters and the stud shooters at these at the Mandalorians. I think there's so much display ability that you can have with this set. It really stands out to me with a standard battle pack because you have like for the new one coming out, you have the miniaturized ship. I think you're kind of limited on that, but when you have a display scene where you can really, as a kid, imagine and create different situations, I think I would eat this up as a kid. And let's not be mistaken here, battle packs are meant for kids. Let's see, I'm going to do a quick snap of the fingers and show you guys what it looks like with all these figures. I'm sorry, but am I the only one who thinks this looks absolutely incredible? Literally, you can make your own mini diorama with this set, and I think it looks so good. I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh yeah, it's a really good battle pack, but I think this could be in the contention for one of the best battle packs of all time, and I am not even joking, because I mean, just look at the detail. You can swing the play features. You can swing the commando around on his jetpack. You have the station ability through all this stuff. Detailing in the back, you have a rifle, a long barrel with all that, and you have just stuff on the back. I think this is really one of the coolest battle packs out there, especially for the price. $20 is the standard battle pack price, but really right now, in as of June 2025, you can find this set on sale for as low as $16, which is a steal in my opinion. Now, one quick feature I'd like to show is that you can combine this set with another set. So in the instructions at the end, it says, hey, you can combine this set right here, 75373, with this set that also came out the same time last year in 2024, 75386 Paz Vizslas and the Moff Gideon Battle, which is an awesome set, and I'm actually super excited to build this one. This one was $40 retail, but as of June 2025, as I said, you can find this set on sale for as low as $20. Yes, you heard that right. And there are some incredible figures in that one. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because this isn't the review. This is the set we're reviewing right now. You can also have multiple of this set and combine it, and you build even an even larger diorama as encouraged at the end of the instructions. Overall, I think this is one of the greatest battle packs we have seen. I absolutely am in love with it. I saw it when it first came out, and I was like, I'm totally going to get that. I am super excited to have this on display. If I can find any space to display it, I will. Let's get on to the Grunk score right now. And here is my final Grunk score for LEGO Star Wars set 75373, the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. For building experience, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was a really solid building experience, especially with building 4 incredible minifigures, and the build itself was nothing too shabby. I think it was actually fairly enjoyable, and seeing that rock structure come together was quite enjoyable. For playability, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. What more can you ask for? The swinging jetpack mechanism, we've seen that recently with the Marvel sets, and I'm so excited that Star Wars has adapted that translucent clear like pole fixture, and I think it's so incredible. The rock work, the battle, all the imagination you can have. This is the best playability set in a long time I've seen since, well, the number one. You'll see it. Displayability 8 out of 10. This is another solid displayability set. You can really make it a great looking battle scene. I'm so excited to have it on a shelf. Minifigures 10 out of 10. I know there's some as I mentioned, there's some discourse over the visor print for the commandos. I don't care. I think they're incredible looking minifigures, all 4 of them. So a 10 out of 10. Price on value 8. Price on value 8 out of 10. A $20 battle pack in this, at this point in 2025 is a steal with the way Lego has increased their prices. And I'm just going off the retail price. But again, as I mentioned, you can get this set for a lot cheaper than $20. Look for it for $16, even as low as $14. Giving it a final Grunk score of 45 out of 50. Place it here compared to other Lego Star Wars sets I reviewed. Second place, right behind the boarding of the Tantive 75387. That one just beats it out by 1 point. 2 absolutely incredible sets, and both of those have awesome playability features. I think that's a very big factor in a lot of sets that I review. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I've brought back the reviews, not the most official reviews, but I hope you guys enjoy them, and talk to you guys later. Bye.